Richie and Landon Regali coming at you from the most awesome safety and sanctuary of a benefactor who took mercy upon me. So, at the time of this recording, it is January 5th, 2024. So, how's everybody doing? Hopefully we're out there fighting the good fight, without targeting of any individual. So, my past few videos leading up to this point have been really centered around the continuing education, if you will, with regards to morality, okay? Especially with regards to so-called medical health professionals, all right? Because you have to have integrity. And if you're out there compromising your abandoning of your morality just so you can get a little something from the government grub on with the grift card that enables child molestation and all of the cesspool throughout our country that enables fentanyl trafficking, human trafficking, drug trafficking, and murdering and organ trafficking, you have placed eternal damnation before your souls, honeys. You have contributed to the Zetserung, Zetserung. Look it up. It's the slow decay of the no-touch white glove Holocaust. Because all of this cesspool of the criminal crime ring that targets the individual through your group stalking, your gang stalking. This is all Nazis. This is all Nazi energy where your godfather is Dr. Mengele. I mean, God forbid a targeted individual has to teach you all. And I have. But whether or not you actually be accountable for it is a different story. So, I'm leading up to a thread here, okay? I've explained the origin of your Nazi heritage. You don't have to be Nazi by birth, but a lot of you guys jumped in and became the goddamn Nazi through betrayals of your treason behavior by participating in the flipping of your blood coin through your psychotic stage theater. That's murder, honey. And when adults teach the younger generations to do that, you just taught future generations how to be psychotic on the down low to get their own way, which destroys the propensity of healthy dynamics in the relationships. You might as well just take a gun to their head right now, because what you did was sow strife for them. Just so what? You can, tool them to get a little something there? The fuck is the matter with you? So, I've been targeted for on and off for 25 years. Now I'm going on 28 years. I've seen almost every template that there is under the sun. Because, I just, can I say, y'all train me up every time you come at me. And when your handlers, whenever you little puppets that are ready to snivel and grovel for your fuck shit blood coin, give it to me. I don't care what I have to do. I'll do anything. I'll act the fool. I'll act the psychotic clown. Just give me the goddamn fucking money already. That's what you guys are. Sniveling and groveling for your grubbing with sucking the dick off Willy Wonka and this fuck shit satanic circuit you guys are a part of. Now, whether or not you have the knowing of the satanic practices Who cares? You're still a part of it, bitch. You have sold your soul. All anybody ever had to do was just be ethical and have no price to compromise your integrity. Because once you compromise your integrity and you hold it out to squat the liberties on somebody else, that made you a piece of shit right now. It made you soulless, because at this point you have just rolled over your pussy, rolled over your dick to the goddamn Gestapo. I would encourage you to hit reset and get right with yourselves. And abandon all of that sniveling and groveling for the government grubbing. And God forbid you're a Native American coming at another Native American, especially if they're your bloodline. It's like, what's the matter with you? You ain't got no self-respect for your own goddamn bloodline? Because the ancestors, they don't take too kindly to that, honey. All of the information I've gleaned and gathered, I just did some research. But however, visit targetedjustice.com. A lot of my meat and potatoes come from there. They've got the backed up facts. For instance, the satellites used in the mental mind control, while we're laughing at the people who are like, I gotta get rid of this 5G tower. Yeah, they were on the shit, bitches. I just knew it. But the patents on the manufacturers of this technology is on there. And I haven't even skimmed the surface. That's for you guys to do on your own. That's if you have enough self-accountability to equip yourself with some facts rather than let Willy Wonka tell you what to do and what to think and how to stay sucked on the Gestapo tit. Speaking of which, all of that finances that everybody gets for the groveling and for the sniveling and for the grubbing could be used to dismantle all of the structures that enable the child molesting. All you have to do is just say, hey, I'm not even a goddamn thing, and ghost those bastards. But here you are with your little scripted ass narratives. The fuck is the matter with you? Are you that psychotic? That you don't mind treating your generations that are young to become the psychotic clown? I digress there. So, because in this country, we're supposed to have innocent until proven guilty, but the slandering circuit has judged you by trial of gossip and then stonewalled you. This is a stonewall to the targets from telling them what their atrocity is supposed to have been. So, you know what? If you got beef with somebody and you told everybody else except that person, you are causing psychological warfare and psychological violence. That's called stonewalling. Anybody could have known it. I just do research and I like to study and I like to learn. I get that from both of my parents. But I digress. So what I've been leading up to with these past few videos is I'm taking you all through the thread of my existence by sharing some of information straight from the source, which is me, rather than what all you motherfuckers have been spoon-fed about me. Yeah, for everybody that believed the slander, the fuck is the matter with you? I can tell you, you guys just really needed it all to be true. So you felt entitled to come after me. So you felt entitled to wield your village mobbing pitchforks. So you guys are a lynch mob ran by bigots. Does the lynch mob know it's a lynch mob? I don't know. How smart is the lynch mob? Not very smart unless it's wanting to be the fucking part of a lynch mob. So, with all of this esoteric interplay that's going on, There was a YouTuber that laid it out for me that I learned, and I forget what he goes by. It's probably Z Moses, I'm not too sure. But he had said it was when the mafia and the magic practitioners and the government all teamed up together. So we're looking at this cohesion, which is basically the cohesive source are your secret skank societies. Probably, I know the ones involved in coming after me are Eastern Star Masonic entities. And so, and then of course you have your reptilians that do like the gang stalking. Did I say something wrong? Did I just discount everything right there? Okay, then you go on ahead and just let the people eaters, congratulate you for your egocentric narrow-mindedness. Hashtag true story. And so, but at any rate, now, I've been wondering this. Okay, this has been my assertion, my opinion, that us humans we're our own God and Goddess. Jesus said that these works I do, you can do, and more. And so, and it also, the Bible also says, have what you believe. Okay, this is cool. I've got my opinions there, but it doesn't discount there is a total God force, Abba, of which we are burgeoned from, but I am very proud of everybody, every human that's like, dude, I got this. I don't need that guy. He doesn't exist to me. That's fine. But you disconnect yourself from the source that did create the God and Goddess that you are. I don't know what the lineage there is, but there's a lineage. I'm still learning. But you can connect yourself, and then that alleviates the burden off of you to deal with problem A, problem B, conflict C, and all of that. If you can pick up those burdens and tackle it yourself, sure. But you don't have to. You can plug in and say, hey, Abba, if you're out there, give me a hand, because I'm releasing myself of this, and you take care of it. Okay? So, but here's the deal. These are my opinions. I truly believe that all of these other energies that are in existence, such as intergalactic beings, which we call as aliens, interdimensional beings, which we don't really have a term for. They're here, but we just generally don't interface with them because they're different frequencies. And sometimes we see them, which are ghosts, and then everything in between, okay? But this is my sneaking suspicion that the true fallacy is that humans, being as egocentric as we have been social engineered to believe, it's all an inversion, right? If you heard of that theory. I can't expand on it right now, but the inversion is there in the sense that the fallacy is we are the only beings in this particular earth, in this particular galaxy, in this particular universe, in this particular cosmos. Because here's the deal. If the matrix, and I'm going to say matrix here, that was put over us, the reptilians are responsible for that. I can speak to that another time. There are other living existences that benefit from dumbing us down through the social engineering into thinking we are the only creation in existence. And then further expand on that is that while we're out there thinking we're the only creature in existence, by thinking our totality resides only in the flesh. So what happens there is that we end up with a very narrow-minded visual of our world, because everything that we've been taught and programmed to believe exists right here, right where we can see it. Now, that makes us ripe for the pickings. That makes us sheep and cattle. And so how does that mean we become sheep and cattle? Is now we become an energetic source for other creatures to feed off of us. And then so this is my opinion, and I can explain how I arrive at another time. But I'm like, okay, you've got these humans out here that are actually doing all of this spell work, all of this magic. See, I never believed in magic until maybe this year, because I had been given a vision. That was really creepy, and I was like, and I get with everything I don't understand, I put it in my mental filing cabinet until it makes sense to me. So sometime this year, that vision I had been given made sense to me, and I'm like, oh, that's the spell work. Oh, okay. I understand now. I can share that vision with you visually another time. But yes, I can do that. Until then, you'll just have to think I'm a loon and I don't know what I'm talking about. And you'll feel so much better about me living and breathing, because I ain't going nowhere, bitches. So, but basically, I'm looking at these humans and I'm like, okay, you satanic covens that have all of this esoteric awareness that even question the existence of God, which I don't understand, whatever. But I'm like, these are the humans. It would be like so we have the aristocratic oligarchy, okay? That is like your super wealthy 1%. We'll just go into caste systems, okay? We've got middle class, and then so-called lower class, and then high class, right? Your white collar versus blue collar, your bourgeoisie versus the proletariat. All right, that's what financial means, right? Well, we're going to have to shift gears here and begin our understanding of the extrinsic environment of which we live in. Is that there's also an echelon of esoteric awareness that's passed down from generation to generation. And so in this esoteric awareness, this is what some people are born into and what some people are not born into. So, but all of these others that are wielding all of this spell work and such, the originators are the ones that are born into it. And this is where I postulate that it is your 1%. We've all heard of the wealthy 1%. Bitches, those are your witches and your warlocks. Your secret skank societies. Uh-oh. I just tore off the lid, didn't I? Believe it not, I don't care. These are my postulates. And then so with the wealthy 1%, I was seeing the tie between these private investigators. And I'm all like, if you're a wealthy 1%, what are you doing out here in the field? I'm like, oh, I get it. You're gang stalkers. your criminal crime ring. Your criminal crime ring here of the targeting of the individual, of your group stalking, of your gang stalking. That is your Nazi heritage. You guys y'all all made yourselves Nazis, bitches, by acts of betrayal. Energetically, you have put your avatar into all of the Nazis that came before you running the goddamn concentration camps that are running the concentration camps now. And the wireless, touchless, white glove Holocaust. You guys like to get your dick all sauced up in with running your psychotic street theater fucking scripted narratives. Who do you think you are to come sideways at anybody? And I mean, who do I think I am by keeping up my mental mosh pit? How dare I defend myself, right? Because who the fuck do I think I am? Oh, okay, I'm a survivor. I'm a midnight rider. I am an energetic urban gypsy that has come to single-handedly co-creating with the universe to take down the gang stalking and free the captives in whatever way that conveys. I'm a midnight rider, bitch. That's who I am. Who the fuck do you think you are to come sideways at me with your little scripted narrative after you go visit with your little fucking handlers that handle you? But meanwhile, while you think you guys are running game on me with your fucking Truman Show, I keep telling you, dumbasses, you guys are the Milgram in the goddamn Milgram experiment. Look it up. You are the lab rat. You are the true lab rat that don't know it's a lab rat. Me, I know I'm a lab rat, honey. You guys have the bloated sense of ego to think you are the ones that they dangle the carrot in front of you, bitch, and to see what you're going to do to grovel and snivel for it. Meanwhile, those assholes are placing bets on all of you while everybody is being Truman'd in the fucking Truman Show, bitch. Hello? And everybody involved in coming after me, or everybody involved in concordance with me, all being watched. All being watched. You can switch phones, it's not going to work. You've already energetically divulged your digital signature and all of your dirty little secrets. It's true. Especially if you have Apple. I could explain it, but why would I want to? Anyways. So, your wealthy 1%, they're your practitioners that partake in the goddamn Sodom Gomorrah of your satanic rituals and the such. And a lot of them, I'm willing to bet, are your fucking private investigators out there. Private investigators. That are your goddamn gang stalkers. Hello? Look at Dick Tracy number 1. Look at Dick Tracy number 2. They are your goddamn gang stalkers, bitch. They're fucking running game and running like your fucking spell work and stuff. Yeah. And, you know, wealthy 1% comes to mind. I know that Dick Tracy number 2 is part of the wealthy 1%. And I see out there working, you know, blue collar job if he's got all of that. Well, because they have a vested interest in the targeting of the individual. They have a vested interest in directing the criminal ring to fucking, you know, snuff out these people and run the spell work in the streets and shit. So, boom, there you go. A lot of your wealthy 1% there are your goddamn private investigators, are the fucking witches and warlocks. books. And they're teaching others how to run the spell work game. Meanwhile, Mr. Normie over here, who's like, ghosts don't exist. I mean, come on now, let's be rational. Oh yeah, let's be rational, because humans are the only creatures in existence throughout the entire state, throughout the entire country, throughout the entire globe, throughout the entire galaxy, throughout the entire universe, throughout the entire cosmos, right? Yeah, just go with that. Just go with that. Because if you start to understand the extrinsic value of what's really happening, you just might blow a head gasket. And then, it'd be fit for Haldol and a straight jacket and padded cell and all of that. So this is how come humans have been stripped down and social engineered to accept we are the only creatures in existence, and to only accept that psychic manifestation is part of who we are. So if you disengage from tapping into that, your wealthy 1% gets to keep playing game on you, gets to keep running spell work on you. Because if you don't have the understanding of knowing it, bitch, you're right for the motherfucking pickings. It's kind of like we have our crustaceans out in the world, your crabs and your lobsters, right? Well, it's kind of like getting a crab and lobster to think it doesn't have its protection there, And then if it don't have its protection, it's going to stay within parameter of everything else around it. But then when we're all like gilded in all of this esoteric weaponry. But if you've been stripped to understand it exists, how can you use something you think don't exist when it's a part of you the whole time? So your wealthy 1% now, they're the ones running the fucking spell work game and their lineages. It's so true. It's so true. It's so motherfucking true. So, but I finally is seeing the pieces put together. So, hello? Okay, I'm going to talk to the Department of Justice. The fuck is the matter with you bitches? It's January 5th, 2024, and still nobody has been dispatched to me to bridge the ambiguity of some facts in my own fucking case? Oh, that's not good. I mean, because everybody gets to have that karma leveraged upon everyone in there. Everybody. And whether or not you know it, that's not my fault. You guys got to be independent, critical thinkers, movers and shakers to get the shit done. And if you don't, well, that's on you. How the hell did you get a fucking robe then? Oh, did you get it from Cracker Jack Box? Or did somebody just, stamped all the papers and crossed all the I's and T's and got you in on the down low like they do some of these RNs? Because I need my money now. And who's been living in my house? And you still allow that? Well, everybody knows the truth. The longer you keep me out here hanging like a goddamn fucking worm on a roasted fish hook, and then parasite off me and take pieces of my information to go make these arrests while I'm still in the blind, oh, that's not good. That's not good for any of you. Who the fuck do you think you are? To sit on top of all of that information and just hold it like, only the trusted people get to know what's really going on with all of this Truman Show. Yeah, that's on you. Y'all have already been put on notice because you guys all sewed into the Dr. Mengele pea soup of, becoming the goddamn Nazi. Well, it's not my fault you signed up for the karma of Hitler. You all placed eternal damnation before each of you and then fed it to your kids and then taught your kids to be goddamn flying monkey to come after somebody sideways with your scripted ass narratives that your handlers fucking taught and trained you how to be, because you guys are nothing more than goddamn motherfucking monkey trained bitch asses. It's true. I've seen you out there with your families. I mean, as soon as you run the game to earn your fucking coin, you're the goddamn lab rat in the Milgram experiment. You don't know that. Do you? And now if you've been doing your homework like I've been telling you to, you might have a fucking clue. But since you all government grub sniveled and groveled, just so you can have a bit of blood coin there, at the detriment of somebody else, now they own your soul. And everybody attached to me and all of the targeted individuals are all being investigated. Not just me. All of the psychics and conduits and seers, they're all been fucking... We've been trying to survive here for a while now. And that lineage of all of the ones that have the esoteric awareness interlaced into their beings, they're the ones being snuffed out. And guess what? All you Nazi-trained flying monkeys have been so eager to jump in the lap of Willy Wonka and get trained by your fucking handlers to come sideways at somebody. But because you think just having a scripted narrative here and a scripted narrative there, they fucked your head. They fucked your fucking soul into buying into all of the fucking crap. Now you're going to have to do what it takes to get back on track unless you want to keep on being the goddamn flying trained monkey and get your goddamn Nabisco treat for fucking doing it. Who do you think you are to come sideways at anybody? Well, there you go. Evil is as evil does. But your wealthy 1% there, this is what I'm going to suggest to, as far as I'm concerned, feds, FBI, whoever you are, you have kept me hanging as a goddamn fish on a rusted fish hook. I still demand to know the fucking truth. And why have my kids still been out at large in the fucking pea soup with goddamn satanic ass Rico loving regales infecting their brain? Haven't anybody been dispatched to them to tell them the truth about their own mother? Unless you guys are still running the CIA experiments on to see how everybody implodes so you can get your snuff film. It's time. I mean, I don't care what you do. I'll go pull the plug whenever he's good and ready. But, I'm just more like the MC at this point, to state the obvious, and the truth bomb here and there. But as far as the truth bomb goes, your private investigators who have the silver spoon, I guess they can account for their wealth beyond their means of which they had earned as private investigators. Y'all need to fucking investigate each one of them, because not only are the private investigators out in the open doing the duplicit showmanship on the down low, they're collaborating with each other by being your fucking gang stalkers for the ever so handy dandy slandering machine for the targeting of the individual. Because, the rest of the world has been social engineered to accept stalking happens in singles and never in groups, right? While the academic system has dumbed down the generations and don't even know what the Berlin Wall was really about. When the Berlin Wall symbolization is playing in every goddamn theater that hosts the Truman Show, that the little village lich mob and the idiot flying monkeys get personally trained by a goddamn handler on how to behave in the scripted ass narrative, because they've sold their soul for the little sniveling and groveling of the goddamn grubbing from Uncle Sam. Well, there you go. There's your trail. And as far as the 1% goes, they're your fucking private investigators, honey. They're there to, move the show along appropriately for the who's who and the what up in the hizzy, so they can stay the wealthy 1% and snuff out the insurgents of critical independence of thinking. There you go. Now chop chop, feds. Who's ever out there that actually has a motherfucking sense of independence and critical thinking, that has had no sellout price for their integrity and has chosen to uphold the virtue of morality. At any rate, it's Patricia Ann Landon McGalley coming at you from the safety and sanctuary of my beloved benefactor. I gave you a lot to think about. And I'll be back to expand on that again in the next series of videos. But my videos leading up until this point is to take you through the thread of the extrinsic environment that is going on beyond the cognizance of your own sentience, of what you choose to believe as reality. Because, it's like this. God, if you go to church, and Jesus is your savior, what the fuck are you doing with getting your palms greased and allowing these trainers, these handlers, to treat you like a goddamn flying monkey? That's duplicit. That's deceit. That's eternal damnation you are buying into. I would fix that if I were you, my loves. At any rate, I'll be back with the next series of videos, but consider your wealthy 1%. Yeah, they're your magic practitioners running amok, letting the cattle and sheep stay cattle and sheep. Because the egocentric social engineering is humans are the only existence of creatures throughout this big entire universe, etc., etc. But no, you who are sleepers, and who have decided to become Agent Smith. You guys are the energetic harvesters and the wielded Nazi-ass bitches that have become Team Judas simply by betraying others. And now you guys are Nazis, honorary Nazis. I'd fix that if you want to. If not, it's on you, but whatever. I don't judge. I still love you all. I just want what's right for each of you, because when the time is right, Abba just plucks me up and puts me somewhere else. He had plucked me up from the pea soup and put me somewhere in a very safe place. And then, if he wants me in another safe place, then he'll just make that happen. So whatever. Y'all just need to get right with yourselves, that's all. But at any rate, peace out for now. Oh yeah, and so feds, whatever. Y'all need to do extensive backgrounds on all of your private investigators that are wealthy beyond the means of what they procure, because 10-to-1, they have the affiliation of the wealthy 1%, and they are part of the goddamn fucking treacherous, diabolical, let's run this person into the ground with the targeting. Hello, Dick Tracy, Mr. Dragon. I know what you fucking have been doing. You've been collaborating with Dick Tracy #1 to fucking destroy me. You fucked over your own contract, bitch, because etc., etc., whatever. But peace out for now. Patricia Ann Landon McGalley signing off. Hoping everybody is being have out there. I love you guys, because it matters. Let the bodies hit the floor. Let the bodies hit the...